Okay, let's see if it shows up now. Stream manager. Okay, looks like live on Twitch. And then let me check our YouTube channel. And we're live on YouTube.
Nice.
All right. Finally got it going. It took a bit, but it's all right. So let me get my dashboard up for this. Dashboard going. I want details, analytics, a live control room. That's what I want. And there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm gonna fix the bun blocks. Bun blocks are broken. They're not broken, but wait. What do we see from? Oh, it's Willow, the fucking background. I gotta fix that. That's so funny. And bring up Illustrator, all the programs. But we're in it now. Photoshop. All the things, man. Ooh. Okay.
I also like one of the hardest parts now is me trying to figure out how can I add, like how can I change the color I'm using for the Apple Pencil.
The color you're using? I mean, it's probably... which tool are you using again?
There's too many, I don't know. Just figuring it out.
Yeah, we get it. See Stream Manager. It's weird, my Stream Manager's kind of delayed. Oh, no, there it goes. Now it's caught up. Alright, let's see how everything looks. Does it look normal? I think so. Keep my blocks here. Teleporter. That one goes away, that one goes here.
I figured it out.
Okay. Okay. I think everything's working now. Amazing.
Nice. Yeah.
It just took me like 7 hours to figure all that out, but you know, to be expected. Yeah, I guess my whole internet took a shit in the house because every other device is needing to reconnect too. It's crazy. Bad luck, man.
Yeah. That's some great timing.
Yeah, for real. So I can get that reconnected. And then we can get started.
It was specified that if I was going to draw this, it had to be in a red outline, or else I was not allowed to.
It had to be in a red Why red outline?
Because it's based on the character's ability. I don't know how to say the name. Ability Rashomon, a coat that turns into a black beast which can tear everything apart, even space.
Is that from an anime or something?
Yeah.
No. See, I don't even know it.
And it, here, let me This is basically what they sent me. And then they said turn it into a bear trap, because that's what they
Gotta see what you got.
That's why they said that out loud.
Wait. Let me crack open my workspace here. Enable reds. Actually, let's get a new file just in case. So, that's not what I meant to do. Copy image, paste image. So what is this? This is, so they said, wait, they said take this and turn this into a bear trap, like the dude's head?
Yeah, the head is more like a weird looking like bear trap. And I'm not gonna be able to make this 3D. There's too much to it.
Man, yeah, I'd almost go the other direction. I'd be like, I'd start with the head and work backwards to a bear trap rather than try and make a damn bear trap and turn it into that. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, the thing is, the thing that is connecting it to the dude or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That is like the chain, and I drew it small enough to where it would fit on this, like on this room. But that would be the chain, and it leads up to the bear trap. They just said that that's why they want it as a red outline to watch.
All right, I mean that's pretty cool.
It's not gonna look anything like that.
I mean, hey, okay, we got to start with something, right? Like, obviously, our first weapon in our game isn't going to be like the fucking anime whip, amazing bear trap chain thing. But, you know, we'll work our way up to that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, I've never drawn anything like this.
Yeah, we can, all of your drawings and stuff, like, we can catch up on anything you got now. Anything you're wanting to go through, I'm ready now. So, what do you got? Okay, you're not ready yet? Yeah, I will. I am going to bring the one that you drew last time into here since we have, we got your little claw boys. I'm going to bring those into Photoshop. Because that's a pretty cool one. And I want to set up a grid for, let's see, how do I do that? I want to do pixels. So if I do this, I know I just did this, but I did it with Willy Bun. Oh no, this is Illustrator, duh. I'm an idiot, that's why I'm having problems. Okay. So I think it was my, damn, the double click on my mouse drives me nuts. Okay, so, pixel, square. We need some icon, we need like an icon board. And I swear I just figured out how to do this thing. Oh, I know what I did. So I just need to do some math. I'm just gonna make these, let's say they're 256 by 256. So let's just do a 10 by 10 board. I don't have to do the math on that. So 2560 by 2560. And the resolution is right, but I swear there was something else. Maybe not. Oh, hey, look, I already got a grid here. So preferences. And 256. There we go. Get this boy pasted in. And let's get his content out of there. I got this poor little teeny tiny selection size. That's not going to work. And I just want to grab this boy. And actually some of that extra stuff sounds pretty good too. Don't need the extra white space. Yeah, because if we get just like a little icon board going, you know, like just something we can use as we're getting the game stuff out, I think that'll be helpful. Something we can easily reference. So I should tell you, I want to share the system that I had thought about last night. I woke up and I was like, shit, I should write this down because I thought it was an interesting idea. So, all right, in some survival games, well, in just some games, period. You know, even like old school games, some of them do this. But I know Valheim is one that has this behavior. Is basically how well your weapon stat is, or the quality of your weapon stat is based on how often you use the weapon. So like every time you shoot a bow, you get a little bit better at shooting a bow, right? and so like it makes it shoot faster and handles better and all that crap. So, but that means like when you switch to a new type of weapon, it's kind of a bad time at first, right? Because you're terrible with it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But I understand what you're talking about, and to be honest, I've looked for games like that's what I kind of want in a game. I want it to be something like that.
You want that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me give you a pitch here for an alternate combat system that it follows that rule, but in a way that applies to all types of weapons. So instead of it being specific to the weapon itself, instead it's like a combat style. Let's say that the combat style was like, I don't know, what would you call a combat style for like handling like whips and stuff? Like maybe it's like, we'll call it whippy arts, you know, because I don't have a better name right now. But if you had whippy arts and actually, I'm going to share my screen too, kiddo, because as we talk, to give people a visual of like what we're talking through, I want to give them stuff to see. So let me pull open Roblox here, and so that you have a visual too. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'll give you the mains. Actually, are you able to have the stream up somewhere, like on your Steam Deck or on your phone or something?
It's very delayed from when I hear you talk.
Oh, that's right. So I'll do the shared screen then. Okay. Are you able to at least at a distance see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So let's say you have. I'm going to grab your piece here. Oh, you know what? Am I still on my clipboard? Yeah, it is. So we've got your claws, and let's grab some of the other bullshit from my other one, just so we have an example. My shitty weapons. You know, we get this ugly ass axe. Oh my god. That's so pitiful. Oh my god, look at these two compared to each other. Like my axe and your claw. Oh shit, that's funny.
Well, then again, the claw was ran through like the AI.
It was. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna grab some of these.
Way better right now than before.
Alright, flail, and let's see, get bow. And I'm realizing as I'm thinking, like as I'm processing the system in my head, that it's not perfect, but all right. So in here, you've got these. Wait, why isn't that letting me make notes? Okay, note works. Why can't I draw? Where's my drawing? Draw. Keyboard shortcuts. Where's draw? Give me my pencil. It is. It's D. That's what I was pressing. What the fuck? Control Shift D. Okay. Alright, I got it now. So, usually, you got some skill, so it's like claws. Claws. You got axes. Flails. Bows. And these will go on some scale where you have your skills from our skill level 1 to 100. And you know, so let's just say maybe this is level 8.
Within the same type of weapon, depending on like how much you use it, it'll keep to the same like category of weapon.
Nope. It's a fighting style. So what you do is each weapon, instead of just having like a 1-to-1 here, where each of these go to this and then go to this. What you do is you set up fighting styles, and so these fighting styles, I'm going to call this for claws, let's call it the Mauler fighting style. And for axes, heavy-handed, or let's see, heavy wielding shit, whatever. You know what? Big ass swinger. Let's call it that. And then for a flail, we're gonna call this Whippy Chan stuff. And for the bow, well, it's a bow. So I mean, what can you do with the bow? I kid, but no, seriously, it's gonna be, I guess you could call it like, what would you call this? I mean, it's a bow, so whatever. And okay, so the way it works is instead of having this direct relationship between a claw and what it can do and how well it performs, your claw is just one of, like, there'll be each weapon, there might be some overlap, like there might be 2 or 3 different weapons that have the same like default fighting style. So let's say claws, the default fighting style is this is the default fighting style for this and this and this. And what you get with this is animation or moveset, or I guess just moveset. Animations, impact damage. So what you get with this is each one of these has its own thing for each of these. So the Mauler fighting style can have claws. By default, it's in there, but any weapon could be used. I'm thinking about like a real person. Like, let's say you learned how to fight with claws your whole life, and someone gives you a battle axe. You're not going to use the axe the way a professional would use an axe. You're going to use an axe the way you know how to wield weapons. So you're going to fight like you do with claws. So your axe might be held really high up, like, you know, here it's a different move set. And so each weapon has a completely unique move set for each fighting style that could do different damage and has like different effects. Like, so the Mauler fighting style is all about like fast and up close. And so no matter what kind of axe you have, you kind of choke it at the top and you come up and you're basically like cutting them up close with the axe, almost right at the blade. With the flail, you might like have the chain like all the way choked up to the top here. Oh, whoops. And you know, you're basically attacking fast, like you would with claws. Maybe like you're looking for like high crit or something, but it's not going to be the same heavy-handed stuff with this. Whereas if you have the what was it? Big ass swinger, right? So for big ass swinger, you got an axe. That's your default. Now, what do claws look like for this? Well, how do you do big swings with claws? You might do somersaults. You might do like a big backflip or an air jump where you like jump into the air and you slam down heavy. The claws are no longer used as like this really fast up close swipey thing. They start getting used almost as if you're wielding a two-handed weapon. And same for your flail. Your flail, you do like, you swing it in a circle 2 or 3 times and you slam it on the ground, like big heavy swings. Same deal. Every weapon type has its own entire move set for each of the fighting styles, which gives you a unique way to play. And you don't level up your skill with the weapon, you level up your skill with the fighting style. So now, if you want to change your weapon, you're going to be at the same power level. It's just going to have a unique move set. Now, if you want to try a different play style, that's when you have to restart and learn a new fighting style, but it will apply to every weapon. Does that make sense?
That is very interesting. Yeah, I really like that.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if I've seen something like that before. Like, it's a little extra work, so you have to be careful about the weapons and stuff we add. We have to make sure that anything we bring in, it can make sense in the different fighting styles. Like a bow, I mean, you could literally make it so that with these other fighting styles, the bow is used as a melee weapon, like straight up. Like, you don't know how to shoot a bow. You know the Mauler fighting style and the big ass. Say what?
You stab some with the arrow.
Yeah, you go up, you use the bow like a quarterstaff, and you stab people with arrows. Like, I could totally see that being a thing. Or maybe, you know, you like for the heavy fighting style, like you could make it so that someone who is a heavy fighting style person is just going to be like, they're going to use big heavy shots, or they're going to use big fat arrows, or maybe for the claws, it's like really fast attacking. So like it goes into that core move set. Now, if we have abilities or not, it's going to be interesting, because we might have a move set that's like the way the weapon attacks, and then abilities that are separate. But we haven't talked about abilities so far, and in most survival crafting games, it's not really as much of a thing. Usually, it's built around the weapons, so we'll have to think that out. But I thought that was an interesting way to make builds more versatile and to make it more attractive to level something else up, because when you level up a new fighting style, you get to use every weapon with it. And it could be kind of cool to see how every weapon works with that fighting style. Eppin. Right.
I feel like certain weapons would have abilities, like their own special abilities, but like a lot of them, I feel like you would get that out of just using them with, like, you know what I mean, right? Because how many abilities, it's more diverse, you get something for every weapon. But if it's already going to be different, no matter what you choose, then...
Well, I think you could do a little bit of both. Like, you could make it so that the abilities are unique to the weapon, and maybe the abilities scale universally. Kind of like with, in V Rising is one example. Like, you could just pick up a weapon, and all the abilities are based on your gear level. So, like, that's the damage you do. Whereas, like, in Valheim, weapons don't have abilities, and how effective you are is going to depend on your skill level with that weapon. So this is like a hybrid where, like, you have to be skilled in the fighting art, but I think for the abilities on the weapon, maybe we just make those scale with, like, character level or something. Like, it's not something that is... Because we can't create a unique ability for every fighting style. That might be a bit much. Unless we only had a handful of weapons. But we could make the experience of fighting with the weapon in between the abilities more interesting, to kind of like see what fits your play style a little more. So no, I think that could be fun. I mean, another thing to do is, like, if you think about abilities, we could try and design abilities that are more like modifiers or like enhancements to whatever your current playstyle is that would be able to work across all of them. That would be another way to approach that. But that would take some clever thinking, I think, to make that viable.
I'm almost done with this.
All right. So we got a concept here. I do like this concept though. If you're interested in that, I mean, and we have to be realistic too. Like, when we look at Roblox, there's only, like, what are the best experiences you've had in Roblox as far as, like, I don't know. I don't want to say necessarily just weapon stuff, but I didn't have Roblox. Oh, I do have Roblox Studio open. But when you're thinking about, maybe survival games or games that do have, like, a good weapon system, what are your top? Is there a game that comes to mind that's, like, really well done? Like, the animations look clean, the weapons feel good.
The main one would be Blox Fruits. It's a very popular game.
I'm gonna throw this in a Google Doc.
Kind of stuff in it. But I'm gonna send you a screenshot. Send it to me in Discord, please, and then I'm texting you a screenshot. And then could you put it through the AI thing too?
Okay, yeah. Let's see what I can do here. So, let's see. So we got. Oh, wait, where's my outline? There it is. Games to check So it was BLOX fruit.
Yeah.
Okay, blocks fruit, and that's got a good weapon system.
Yeah. Blocks fruits.
Okay, blocks. Okay, fruits is plural. Got it. Anything else come to mind?
No, I don't know a lot of them.
Dude, you're a kid. You play a shitload of Roblox. I feel like you're the guy to know, man.
Yeah, but a lot of them aren't very. Like, a lot of them are the same. So yeah, blocks fruits is the more bonus.
Gotcha. So you sent me. Let's see what you sent me here.
I texted you.
Oh, you texted to me? Okay, so hold on. I gotta text it to myself. So I can. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. Let's get that up so we can.
Yeah, I need you to send to my Discord, put a cool AI thing, and then send the finished
Yeah. Hold up. Mm-hmm. Okay, in Discord, and then. I can get that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you if they're in stream. Oh yeah. So yeah, I made a sprite sheet for Willow Bun, and we got Fritz and Melina at least peeked in real quick. So I wanna make it so that all the viewers that come in, they turn into a bunny, and I want to have it like in a pit, and I want the bunnies to basically kill each other. And over them, so my goal is on the right side of the screen, it's going to be me and Jay as like in pixel avatars just sitting and watching, and then to the left on a very like high tower, I want to, let me just sketch this out so it's very clear, because I feel like this is really important. Stuff like this, you really got to like nail this down. So it's like, we got a little couch here. This is me and Jay. We're gonna be sitting here chilling, and all the bunnies. That's a bunny. Might be the best bunny I've ever drawn. Honestly, I think it is. I think it's the best bunny I've ever drawn. That's probably my second best, but I really like this penis bunny. That's pretty good. Another bunny here. So all these bunnies are gonna, these guys they're killing each other. There's lots of like blood and stuff going on. They're fighting, and then ruling above them all, what I want here is I want Willow and Burby loafed out, probably right under her, sitting at the very top, overlooking everything. What'd you say, Jay?
Piece of lettuce, put the piece of lettuce in.
Yeah, 100%. Just a giant arena. Oh, the sensor. I hate the sensor. We got our. Oh shit. Yeah, Fritz and Melina are both in chat. Oh, censoring, man. Man, I hate it. I hate the censor. I don't know how to turn that shit off. I wonder if it's censoring me. But yeah, so I have a vision. But hey, it starts with this, and at least. Oh, hey, look, see, you guys, like, check it out. We got them both as bunnies. This shit works. Hell. Now check this out. If I do this, here's the battle. I pull up the stream of my screen. Yeah. Shit. Let me see. I'm gonna run the battle royale command now. And then shit. All right. Sharing. Oh, that's right. I'm sharing with you. And there you go, Jay. Yeah, so now, see, they're going to fight to the death now. And whoever wins, like, you get a prize or something. Like, let's see what happens. Or maybe... Oh, yeah, let's see who's going to win. Who's going to get it? Oh, who's going to get it? Oh, Melina almost got the health kit. Not quite, though. Wait. Don't... Oh, yeah, we healed. We good. Get her, get her, get her!
Oh,
Oh, don't kill us, don't kill us.
No.
Alright, just one tap. We just go one tap.
oh my god.
We go, oh, we're done. We're done. We're done. Fritz is gonna, oh, there's nothing we could do, man. It's over. Wow. But now he's gonna kill his own wife. Oh my god, that's crazy. Damn, alright, so Fritz gets it. Fritz gets it.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty good. yeah. And so now I can I'd be like, okay, Fritz, you get a, you're special. And which one is Fritz? There he is. Let's pen him up. There we go. You get to hang up there. You're special, Fritz. Everyone else, die. Yeah, I gotta block that off screen shit. There's a lot of, like, I spent all day fucking around with this shit, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff I gotta do. I got some scripting to do, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good so far. I'm having fun with it. And I want to make Burby. We need more buns. I'm gonna like add some color variety, and of course like Willow. You could do like HTML overlays and shit. So I can basically like I could write basically like a little mini canvas and HTML laid over on top. So that'd be fun. But yeah, that's the vision for the buns. This right here. Someone should enshrine this. This right here. This will forever be remembered. Exactly as this. And I wonder if this is what it's like when archaeologists are in the caves. It's like you see these drawings and it looks like so simple, but it's like, is it so simple because it's so symbolic they use simple shapes, or were they just bad at drawing? Like maybe they were just bad. I could see that being true. It's probably, I mean, that'd be me.
Just get better.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'd be the guy who, like, had the crazy thing, and they're like, wow, it's aliens, and it's like, nah, that guy just tried to draw a dog, and he's bad at it, so, like, it looks like an alien on the fucking cave wall. Alright, let me take your drawing. Let's see. Let's grab what we got here. Going back to where we were. Yeah, I know. I'm going to use the same shit. Where the hell is Discord? I lost it. It's confusing because you guys are overloading the stream with too many bunnies. Oh no, I can do that. No, that's no problem. If y'all want to see bunnies, I'll fucking. Here you go. That's overloading the stream, man.
Oh my god, why
Oh god. I wonder how.
Bombs.
Okay, alright. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna slingshot them. Here we go.
What? Why you not showing me the slingshot?
Go! I just slingshot them into the air. Yeah, I mean you can't actually see the slingshot, but I'm throwing them into the air. Okay, I just do the bombs. It's fine.
That launch.
That's pretty good.
Oh, and there we go.
Yeah, I like confetti. Oh shit! It says the stream has ended. On my.
Huh?
Did I break it? Well, dude, I can't even move my Discord anymore. What the fuck happened? Oh no, it's still live. I think I just had a blip. You know how that shit is. Oh, I gotta restart my stream manager. Okay, it's good. Everything's good now. Cool. Alright, grabbing your thing now. Where'd you send? Okay, you sent it there. So, let me get it over here. Copy image. So wait, like, cause you just sending me a screenshot, so yeah, like, it's not gonna be. Let me listen. Are you trying to keep these? I mean, like, the branches and shit are kind of cool. Is that like lightning?
Yeah.
Are you trying to keep that for the base graphic, or do you want me to just go for like You tell me what you want out of this.
I want to keep it.
All right, let me see what I can do about this. It's gonna be because the scribbles just make it a little. It's a little tricky, but I might be able to. You do. Let's see, 3x3 tolerance.
Guys, give my buns.
Are the bunnies not dead yet?
No. Did you share your entire screen?
I have 2 monitors up, so I shared 1 monitor. I can't share them both at the same time.
Yeah, I just mean like, would you be able to share like just the bunnies?
Just the bunnies? Oh, you just yeah, I could do that.
Just so I could see the stream like based off of your screen share.
Oh, you just want to see OBS, like the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, here. I think this is. It's not exactly what you're looking for because you're going to see the controls at the bottom, but it'll be the gist of what you're looking for, I think. You're going to see what everyone else sees and you'll see the chat.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Perfect. And then yeah, I'm just cleaning this boy up here. And now this line where I might come back in a second pass for the lightning, but let's see how it does the first time, because you wanted it to be kind of black and white, right? So like, what does lightning like that look? What does it look like to you? Black and red.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's get rid of some of the bigger chunks here. Actually, I will leave some of those as reference. So, all right, let's see what we can get with this then. I'm going to use the OG. Say what? Say that one more time.
The second and third rabbit you spawned are still alive in the next.
Oh, okay. All right, let me see what we can do. Oh, all of the. Oh, Jesus. Here, let me.
Yeah, there's so many.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know the answer to this. I kind of regret what I did. I think it's kind of fucked now. Can I kill them? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's much I could do right now. I kind of fucked myself a little bit. Let me try and disconnect and reconnect it. But that might kill the avatars for them. We'll see. Maybe not. No, I think it should pick them up. I should pick them up. So we should have like 3 or 4.
Okay.
Loading. All right, should be back now. Yep, there we go. Yep, it.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Well, why is there stars?
The start. I think that's. Did I turn? I didn't even turn that on. It's because there's a lot of different things that are like reactionary things, like mini games that kind of get played, and I just kind of have it all set to do whatever the fuck do everything basically. So they're gonna do their own random shit. And basically I'm gonna be writing mini games in the chat every now and then. It doesn't mean anything right now, but I'll be able to like set it up with like rewards and shit later for like maybe get custom motes or some shit like that. So let's take your thing, and here's what I'm going to do is we're going to make this beautiful with AI. No, I do like your initial sketch. It's pretty cool.
Giant bun. Thank you. I don't like it as much as the claws, but you know.
Claws were very good.
It works.
Even your initial sketch of that one was like really solid. So let me use. Is this where I did the claws? Okay, there we go. I'm going to give it kind of the same thing. So let's use for this. It's perfect. Sketch. So it's perfect on sketch. So good job. You don't suck. Now let's try again, but with a trickier example, sketch. This one is inspired by a weapon in the anime, and I'm attaching that picture as one source, but I only want you to generate art based on the sketch, which is the second source. The intention is for it to be this. How would you describe this? Like, what is the intention of this weapon? Is this a giant bear trap, basically?
Yeah,
It's
pretty
a
much.
bear trap mouth.
And then it just pops down. Yeah.
Okay, so this intention is this for this is for this to basically be a giant bear trap that functions as a mouth for a weapon. So using the same art style, monochromatic black and white art style, I want you to render stylized weapon sketch like the one you did for claws. However, the sneaky part is this one has a new feature, red lightning. We want to incorporate that, and only with the color red for the lightning. The sketch has thin lines that represent lightning. In some areas, little clusters of lightning. Here are assets. The render of the stylized weapon base. Be all you need, yeah? Sounds good enough. And so now we gotta pop them in. There's my Photoshop one. I'm gonna have to take this back out. Copy, separate scene, paste, file, quick exports, PNG. What do we call this thing? Oh, you want to name this?
I'm pretty sure what they call it. Glitch drama.
Say it again. Glitch jaw mouth. Okay. All right. And feed that here. Downloads. It's taking a second. It's funny. The anime image like basically dropped in there instantly, but the sketch is like, it's like, I don't know what to do. It's loading. It's trying. Okay. Is it in there? Oh yeah, it's in there. Still,
God.
that's a lot of white in there still. You know, I'm just gonna see what I can do with it. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Also, because line work, there's a lot of white there still. Ignore the white. It's just leftover portions of backing. Oh wait. Also, you know what? I'll leave that in there. Let's incorporate that. Say area. Okay. Let's go. Let's see what it does. Make it beautiful. Now, if this doesn't work well, I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to clean out the rest of that white. Actually, I might put the white back even, just to make it consistent. It's thinking about it. Just generates like a gray screen. It would be funny if it took all that and it just gave us like the absolute most basic version of a bear trap. Just straight up. Man, that's really working. Okay, well while that's going, I am going to work on that variation just in case we need it. And what? The double click on my mouse drives me. Stop double clicking, mouse. Oh my god, I hate it so much. So I'm not even going to clean that one up. I'm just going to bring that one straight through. Okay. Lich Jawmouth. Man, that thing's pretty, Oh shit, okay. Okay. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, it's pretty... Oh yeah, you're a bunny. That's right. Everyone's a bunny. We get, that's what I made him for. It's, everyone's a bunny, and there's a bunch of shit that I could do with them. Don't worry, we'll get a Burby eventually. I can do some recoloring and stuff, but for now we just got the Willy Bun because the sassy bun had to be the mascot we start with. That's just the way it's got to be. You know how it is. She always goes first. Oh yeah, and then here, let me show you the this part you might not love, but let's see. Damn, where's my command at? Oh, where's my chat go? Lost my chat. There's so many things. Okay, here we go. Okay, Battle Royale. Give it a second and it'll restart the competition. So it's a way people can like earn prizes and stuff. Or it's just like for fun, fucking around. Like you can do all kinds of stuff now. So it drops them all in. Yeah, there they go. And then it's, you know, whoever the last man standing is. Free for all. See where that's going. She is such a bully. I was telling Fritz and Melina that the vision I have, and this, this is not to scale, and this is not the exact drawing that I plan to have, but it's close. So it's me and Jay over here as little pixel animated characters. We're sitting and we're watching all the bunnies hanging out and battling each other. Fritz won again? Man, that's two. That's 2 for 2. Damn. See, like, now I can be like, all right, Fritz, I'm gonna pen Fritz up again because he won. So I'm gonna grab him here, and there goes Fritz. I'm gonna pin him up there. And the rest of everyone else gets bombed. Anyway, the vision here. So we have the bunnies here in the pit, and they're all hanging out, and sometimes we battle them and stuff. There'll be bosses sometimes. They spawn like little boss. Like everyone has to fight the boss together, or they'll fight each other. And then up here is going to be Willy and Burby ruling over the kingdom of buns. That's the vision. So, yeah, Jay. Oh, it's almost done generating. It's already generated 1, and I gave it. I mean, I did bomb the bunnies. She said, "I can't believe you bombed the bunnies."
Wow.
Well, I mean,
How creepy.
you got the slingshot too. The bun rulers. Says, yes, bun rulers. Burby doesn't know what's happening. That's why over here, so if you look at the bun rulers, this is Willy Bun in the front, lording over everyone, and this is Burby. He's loafed out, or he's like frog-legged behind her. He doesn't even know what this is. He's chewing on a piece of lettuce over here. It's really just Willy. Like, Burby's the queen consort, you know what I mean? Or the king consort? I forget which way you say that. He's just the trophy, you know what I mean? Yep, that's Burby, all right. She says, that's my Burby. That's him. Yeah, here was the first one, Jay. Which, not too bad. That's pretty good,
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah, so I told it to kind of try and kill the white and to basically make it all red for the lightning. I can already see maybe that is a little overkill. Which of these two do you like better? And we can tell it to basically like
Top one.
the top. Okay, yeah. So, all right, never mind. We liked the first one better. Can you redo that one, but get rid of all the extra stuff in the background besides the lightning? The overall weapon looks great, but the heavy shading in the background and the lightning effects are a little too strong, so just bring that down a notch or two. Tony says, oh wow, that's looking sick. Yeah, Jay drew, so we got his, like, this is the concept piece that he gave us. His friends challenged him. They showed him like this anime where this person, whoever this is, has like, I don't know, this. Say it again. Speak up, kiddo.
They sketched it out, like on the original logo, and they said, do this, make it outlined in red, and this is what it's based off of, make it better.
Yep. So he was challenged by his friends to do this. Tony says, I agree with Jay because you can see the design a bit more on the clothing. No, I agree. I think the second one is a little overkill. It really went too hardcore on that one. But yeah, all this background stuff, like we don't have to keep that. I can basically just clip all of this out, but clipping the lightning out is going to be kind of a bitch. So hopefully it can do one where I don't have to do that. But it could definitely work. I mean, there are definitely ways to do that. I can always fine tune this in Photoshop, so that's no big deal. But I mean, it's a pretty good start. Oh man. Okay, so it did simplify it quite a bit there. So I wonder if I should take the, well, it kind of kept, I feel like I should take the shape from this one and maybe drop it in here. Because like, at least this lightning is a lot simpler, if you know what I mean. Yeah, let's just take a peek at these two side by side. Oh yeah, your bunny just won the jump catch game. Jay, in case you were wondering. It's big news, right?
Or what?
The jump catch, there's a bunch of little mini games I got them doing right now. Hold up, let me get a new board going here. And snag these guys.
As expected, as expected.
Sorry I was late to the stream. I was very busy playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Yeah, you know, I get it. I get it. That's, you know, it's pretty important stuff. Your bun, where's your bun? Let me see. Your bun is trapped. Hold on, let me add a teleporter. 1 second.
A teleporter?
Yeah, yep. So, give me a second here. I need to get the bun back. Teleport. And there. Here you go. Little Tony bun. Come on, step forward. You got it. No, that's okay. There we go. Okay, it's back. Yeah, they can get, I actually don't know how your bun... Say what?
You really gotta add some walls.
Oh, whoops. I didn't have, those are all teleporters. That's not what I meant to do. What was I going to do? No, yeah, I was going to block this off so no one can get over there again. There we go. Ah. Go away. There we go. Okay. So back to... Your bun's back, by the way. You should be good to go now. And so grab the second one here. Pull this bad boy in. And then I think we'll grab this one. We get a higher sample size there. Get out of there. That looks pretty good. I can clean up that lightning there, but then we're going to grab this guy and we can strip out the actual... I'm actually going to duplicate his layer just to make sure. In case we want to keep him. Duplicate, simple chain. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Okay, so we've got a backup for that one. And now I can strip him out. Put this guy in, and then I can just clean up all the stuff in between. Do another layer here, drop that down to that, and give me a little fill here. One more layer down. I have to get rid of the... Let's change the background to something anyway, but that's not working as well as I want it to. It's hardness. Let's merge these two. I'm obsessed with these bunnies. I'm honestly invested in watching them just hop around. Yeah, I thought it would be so much fun. That's why, I mean, I spent as much time as I did just putting it together, because it seemed like a fun thing for viewers to mess around with. And it's so true to, like, you know, what, how many servers and characters and shit have we named based on, like, the bunnies? Like, both me and you and with Jay. It's always been that way. Jay, do you have any, like, specific revisions you're looking for with this thing here? Like, in general, we get this cleaned up. Is this kind of the vibe you're looking for? If we darken this background up a bit?
No, I think it'd be fine.
Okay, I'm just getting some of this stuff out, and then actually we'll bring this down a little bit. Change my hardness here. I really wish I had my draw pad hooked up right now. It'd be nice. You did such a good job. Well, thank you, thank you. It took me a bit, but, and again, like, I'm no, like, if you look at you look at these up close, I mean, some of these are pretty bad, honestly, because I couldn't figure out what was, like, not working in my brain. I was like, okay, I got the head facing forward here, but, like, the jump, like, really, Willy Bun should be looking this way, and I tried to do that so many times, like, right here. If you look at this, like, look at the quality of, like, this one. You know, it's, like, not bad, right? You got the eye, you got the nose, you got the eye. Over here, it just looks like I shit all over this. I mean, it's really bad. But I figured, well, she's in motion, and so there's motion blur, so it's supposed to be blurry. And she looks mean, given the stink eye, just like she does. Oh yeah, that was the most important part to me. It's got to be the stink eye, 100%. It's the only way she could be here. It's not bad. It looks like she is looking straight forward. I'm assuming you're saying. Yeah, and like the legs, like the sitting pose is there, but like you could tell I hand drew these legs because they're not great. But I started copying and pasting because I was like, I can only do so much of this manual draw shit. Yeah, some of these like these two faces, these could be better because it's just like a hard black line. Like I didn't really shade around it or anything. But you know, I mean, I'll come back to it. I just wanted to play with it and see how it looked and see how it worked. I can add all kinds of custom animations too, where, you know, basically whatever I want to do, different behaviors. I can add in like equipment and stuff I could do later where like you can, so if you're watching when you come in, like I could let people unlock special colors for their buns or like special gear for their bunnies. Like maybe they land in the battle royale and like your bunny has a sword. You know, all kinds of stuff I could do with that. But you know, it's just the beginning. I really just wanted to prototype it. Obviously, we don't have you know, a little low on the viewer count for all that at the moment. Jay, you still alive over there? Surprisingly. No, I get it. If you're getting close to your point, kiddo, that's totally fine. Where's my clone stamp? And then after I get this sort of filled in here, what I'll do is I'll recolor it a bit, so the lighter colors. I'm assuming you kind of want a darker vibe, or do you want to keep it on this current color that it's on? Jay? That's a you question.
Yeah.
Do you want this to be on a darker color, or do you want to keep it on the lighter color? exactly like how their legs look. This is awesome. I'm impressed. Yes, and a kicky beret. Yeah, definitely could see lots of headgear options, in the future for sure. Hey, like I said, Jay, if you were able to stick it out, like I'll put the time in to make these streams interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, kill some of them. Just filling in some of the blah blah stuff. That's what I call this. But almost there. Oops, wrong. Oh, clicked the wrong place. There we go. And these things are pretty sick. I still think your claws, like, it's hard to beat those claws. Those claws were so good. But I think it's honestly fun to do weapons, kind of like the unique weapons like this, because it really makes you think, like, what does this kind of weapon feel like in a game? Like, especially in Roblox. Roblox is so tricky to get. Like, I'm already learning, like, to get, like, shit to feel as good as it does in a usual, like, a typical game. Like, it's it's not meant for that, and so, like, it's a lot harder to nail that down. But I mean, it's definitely possible. Okay, so I think I got all the lightning. Oh no, missing a couple connections here. A couple of these. Your bun just won something else, Jay. Your bun's kicking ass now. Are you still sketching, kiddo? Or are you laying down? What are you up to? You playing Roblox? No. It's about time to getting close to calling it for you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me, we're almost done here. With this, at least. Clear that out. Okay, we got those connected. Cool. Now, what was it you said? Do we want to keep this, you said you weren't sure on the color? Or you were?
I said I was not sure.
Okay, well, grab that now. This I can merge. We got the backup. Grab these, combine those. Take that, move that here. Play with a little bit of. Let's do some. What do I want to play with? Let's get these yellows to something more like a metally look. Oh no, I do like the gray. The cold metals, kind of nice. I'll just leave that as it is for now, so I can save that for later. And we're calling this, I'm going to call this Lich Maw, Claw, what is it called? Lich Jaw? Jay?
What?
Okay. Hey, you passing out, kiddo? I think it's one for you, man. Why don't you go ahead and lay down, all right?
Can you send me the final thing?
Yeah, I can send you if you just want it as is. You want me to just send you each version as is? You want me to just send you each version?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's draw last. I should call this combined because I don't know if it's the last or not. And let's see, Discord. Let's get you those. There's one. Let's see which one. Where did my browser go? Okay. That one never finished. That's fine though. There's two. And there's. Okay, these are all. There's the generated one for the first one, the second one, and then there's the one where I kind of combined them to just take the simplified one, but bring in the model from the original one. Oh, hey, I have a new.
Are you sent all?
Yeah, they're loaded through. Just give them a second, and then it should be good.
Oh.
It is awesome that we have these little bunnies. They really are cool. Okay. Did you get them?
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go and get off.
All right, kiddo. Yep. Good to hang out. I'll talk to you later. Night. Do I need that one? Yeah, I do want to keep him actually. Solo chain. These two. Yeah, I'll keep that one too. Let's draw combined. Nope. Yep. Let's draw original sketch. Draw OG sketch. Don't need that one, don't need that one, don't need that one. Oh yes, that's the item. I do want that. So item sheet, or icon sheet. Damn, there we go. Don't need this one anymore. Is this the solo one? Yeah, it is. That can go away. Alright, I think we're done with the art for now then. Time to move on to the coding portion of the evening. Yay, everybody said. Love looking at code. I know. Everybody loves looking at code. Let me pee, and then I'll get that going. Pick up where I was with my architecture diagram. I'll be right back. back. Alright, let's see if I remember how to fucking write code. No promises. But we gotta pick up on this inventory system. Well, it's not really the inventory system now. I mean, it's a part of it. But the we need a way. Remember last time, looking back, when we were working on this whole process of getting wood drops, because we got our, and nothing's changed since last time. I haven't done this off stream, trying to keep it on stream. So we got our choppy chop, break our tree, you know, AAA game here. So I need these boys to highlight, and I need some sort of prompt or something. So I need like some sort of interaction system where like I get close to this guy and there's some, you know, validation on the server of the client that, you know, we kind of hint on the client of the server like, hey, these are nearby me. I'm within vicinity of that. Server validates that that's true, and if so, then we can kind of show like a little, you know, fire back a little thing to let this prompt the user, you know, whichever item's closest, provides some sort of interaction thing, which we would use to trigger our inventory system. So I think we have all the pieces and part for inventory. What we don't have is this this sort of like context-based interaction. So, and that's because I don't know how to do it, I don't know what the tools in Roblox Studio are to do it, and if I need to write that from scratch, or if that's something that they have built-in systems for. So I kind of want to check and see. So I'm going to hit up my good old GBT for that and see what we can come up with here. Because let's see, I think I last left in this inventory UI. Okay, I'm listening for the update inventory. That's fine, but like I don't have anything yet, and I need something to trigger here. I'm gonna have some. Actually, checking my files here. Starter player scripts. Right, I created this inventory controller, and really this might end up becoming a different entity entirely. This might be, you know, drop controller, or, you know, interaction controller, or something like that. Something that just gets triggered by the inventory system, but we'll see. I'm starting out. I got the stub. You know, I need to pick up an item. I need something to call this method, and the question is, how do I, you know, what tools does Roblox Studio have for that? And so let's find out. So I'm just gonna kick off a new convo here. I guess I could jump back to our project convo. Roblox inventory system design. Okay, I've got my working inventory API going. Now I basically have a stub on the client that's ready to trigger a call. It's ready to fire to the server to pick up an item. Once that item is picked up, or once that method is triggered, assuming I'm able to gather to assert items type, based on my item catalog file, and the quantity then that method should properly add it to the inventory. Now the question is, what's going to call that method? So this had me thinking, or this, I put a diagram together to get a sense for the flow. To me, it seems like there should be some sort of system to help me with proximity, or let's see, with I guess, yeah, interactivity within proximity of other entities in the world. I don't know if this is on mine. I can see this in some sort of sub thing, but it's not pub sub. In my mind, I can imagine walking near an item, like a drop, so the log, the wood drop that appears after chopping a log, and log on the player are aware of the proximity between one another, such that something is triggered. Is that a contextual method or something is triggered that enables that interactive item to maybe present itself, to highlight, glowing highlight around itself. So maybe potentially show a key press, key to press, and when triggered, activate whatever behavior is tied to that active item. That's just me throwing shit against the wall in my head, though. It's true. Oh. So you tell me, in Roblox Studio with Will, what is the best practice for incorporating something like a drop system, but if, more generally speaking, interactive behaviors with entities? Is you could interact with a drop, maybe opening and closing the door, or interacting with a character. Seems like there's a lot of similarity. Maybe there's something in-house for that type of. Is there any sort of in-house system? Better yet, what's the best practice for approaching these types of problems? There we go. Let's see what we get. Thinking about the right abstraction, a single generic interactable system. Ooh, I like the sound of that. That doors, sorry, my hands are cold, so I'm touching myself. Oh my god, it's freezing. That doors, drops, benches, NPCs, etc. can all plug into. In Roblox, there are two good paths. Use built-in proximity prompt. Fast to ship, good UX out of the box. Roll a lightweight custom interaction layer. More control, crosshair aim, custom highlights, keybinds, stacked actions. Since you want aim highlight plus a specific key, I do the custom layer. Here's a clean, scalable pattern you can drop in now and extend later. That sounds like a nice start. What a nice thing to say. I'm so annoyed with this language. I just really thought it was gonna tell me my grandfather died or something, and that was the answer. So it's nice to hear. Okay, the pattern tag plus attributes equals declarative interactables. I do like declarative architecture. So tag any root part model with collection service tag interactable. So let me just make a note of these because I don't know what that means yet. To tag, put attributes. So tag any root model as interactable. Is that a keyword or is that just what we're doing? Put attributes on the root to describe the interaction. So interact ID, action, prompt, range, okay, I mean, like, I get it. So a bunch of we put whatever in there. Cool. So what do we do with that? So for drops, item ID and count. Okay, that's all right. That's key to remember there. So client interactor. So one script. Each frame. That sounds expensive. Aim raycast. So center screen plus distance check. Choose best interactable. Show a highlight and a tiny UI prompt. On key press, fire a single remote with yeah, right. So fire an event. Got it. So yeah, fire remotes, and then no item counts or trust. Server, yeah, server reads attributes. Sure. So server interaction service. Register a table mapping action to handler. On request, a lookup instance by interact ID. Validate distance, visibility, right, so we got to do server-side validation. That makes sense. Handlers do the actual work, the actual pickup and stuff. Okay, yeah, expected. Server cleans up. So this gives you one mental model for any So really the only part that is like news to me, and the thing I was really wondering, what the solution is this right here. This each frame we're gonna aim a rake. Basically, we're gonna test. We're gonna be checking what's nearby every frame. Like, that sounds really expensive. Let's see what it thinks if I challenge that. So I'm just gonna say before we continue, everything. Sorry. Okay, your initial explanation makes sense. All of it I kind of expected, except for one part. I was wondering how we'd solve is using raycast every frame. Is that standard practice in Roblox? Something like that sounds like it'd be really expensive to do. Or is that really typical and expected for a solution like this? It does sound like it's asking for trouble. So in Roblox specifically, doing a single lightweight raycast per frame is actually the standard practice for interaction systems like aiming. Like aiming I get, yeah, for sure. Tool targeting or item pickup highlights. Raycasting Roblox is cheap. The spatial partitioning broad-face in the physics engine is optimized for these kinds of queries. That's how all hit detection and physics contexts work internally. A single raycast per frame, 60 raycasts per second. That's peanuts compared to thousands of collision checks the engine is already doing for humanoids parts of physics. Developers routinely do dozens or even hundreds of raycasts per frame. Weapons but scatter, AI vision. I mean, yeah, that's true. And the performance bottleneck is almost always elsewhere. Okay. I mean, that's alright. You sold me. Easy enough. So then let's take a look at what you had. So, okay, this makes sense. So we'll make these keys. This is definitely going to be in our shared area. Where does it want to put it? Interact defs. Oh, you're open. Yeah, okay, that's exactly where I would have put it. Where is my shared? Oh, I put in. What the fuck is item catalog at? Oh, it's in not server script. Duh. Replicated storage. Where are you? There you are. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So we'll call you. Interaction types. Let's get like our basics going here. Okay, I'm just gonna strip talk out because I don't care about that right now. Pick up open. I don't even want that. I just want to do. I don't know what I'm. I feel like open could be like. I feel like a lot of actions could just be like the same thing. You know, like a drop, a pickup. I think that's a little bit different because that requires additional metadata. You need to know what you're dealing with. You know, how many items, what type, etc. But I think like. I don't know if you were interacting with like a shrine, or special, you know, some special interact, like some touch something that does something that's unrelated to the user's current state. You know, aside from proximity, you know, assuming you can activate it. Doesn't matter what your inventory is. Doesn't matter what whatever is. Like you can open a door, you can touch a shrine, you can talk to an NPC. Like these are all just like fire and forget things that result in some outcome, but I don't think that's necessarily. I don't think that's necessarily tied to. Like it needs to be a special case for each one of those. So because I don't know that yet, I'm going to start with what I know. I do need, which is the pickup. So we will go with that. Return interaction types. And yeah, I get it. We're going to create some custom types for these. I'm assuming. Oh no, no, what is this returning? No. Interactions equals. You know what, I'll just do this. Okay. Alright, so what did it, what's it want me to do? So it wants to create this interaction service on the back end that, I don't know what collection service is. That's new to me. Collection service. That's interesting. HTTP service. We haven't seen that one yet either. So interact requests. I assume we got some remote event. So inventory catalog interact types. So build lookup from interact ID. So that interact ID, what is the difference? If you have an identifier, do you need a unique interaction identifier? Because I guess one question is, can you interact with something in more than one way? Because you might have like a priority stack there, or stack ranked interactions, or maybe even alternate interactions. Makes me think of Elden Ring, where you have to like, when you go to the elevator, and you have to pay attention, because if you have the secret medallion to go to the Hallig tree and the medallion for the elevator, you have to like swap to the secret one, otherwise you'll never know that you could activate it there. So I guess I'm not sure is the answer for something like this. Like, that's going to be relevant for us. It's a good question. But let's just walk through it and see what it says. So build lookup from interact ID, which should get you the instance on startup when an item spawns. Okay, hold on, my iPad's taking a shit. 1 second. Oh, what's wrong with you? Why do you suck so much, little iPad? Who made you this way? Who did this to you? I abuse this thing all the time. Looks like my stream keeps resetting for some reason. It's unusual. Okay. Let's make sure everything's still working here. Yeah. So we are registering them. So on startup, so helper to register a fresh interactable. Call this when you spawn doors, drops doors. Local function. So we're registering this instance. We're going to add the tag interactable. So we are tagging it. We made a log. It's a drop. It is now going to be tagged. If it doesn't have an interact ID, we're going to give it one, which is going to be a random ass string that for some reason HTTP service is in charge of giving. Interesting. Okay. Pressing repass those. I don't even know who be you. Who be you? Got someone else that I don't know in this chat. Or maybe it's when you guys just renamed yourself. Oh no, that's just a spammer. Okay. All right, so we're just basically setting up the interact ID. And if your spawn drops elsewhere, require this module and call register get humanoid roots. What are we doing? We're getting. Wait, what does this have to do with the spawn dropping elsewhere? Call register interactable. It's just getting the center of the person. So okay, whatever. Too far. That's pretty straightforward. I don't need to look at that one. Action handlers, so we'll obviously be putting that somewhere else. But it looks like we're going to have a dictionary of methods that take in a player in an instance. Okay, that dictionary, so it's going to be keyed by the interaction types. Let me think about that. So we have a key, so we have pickups. So for key pickups, we're going to have one handler. Is that... doesn't sound right. Actions. Oh, let's see what it says. Okay. So we're going to get whatever the item ID is. We're going to get the count. If item, if type of item IDs, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So if, okay, all right, so we're adding it to the inventory. We didn't even check to make sure it was valid or anything, which we should have. Okay, so this is just basically the pickup handler. I don't think this is necessary because I'm just going to set up a listener on the server for an event fired for that. So I don't need to do that. What else we're doing here? So yeah, this is basically what I was going to do for that. So interact request on server event. Okay, this is the real one that I want to see. So how are we validating this? if type payload is a table, and return, why? I feel like sometimes they throw in these stupid checks that just like are meaningless. So I mean, really, we should just try to cast this to whatever type we expect it to be, and in return if that fails. So we're expecting to get, I'm assuming, the interact ID and the associated action. That's an interesting one, that we're getting an action passed up here. I wonder what that looks. Oh no, action type. That's right. We defined that. So you know what's strange to me is that if we have these unique action types, but the handler is supposed, like, we're keying the outcome behavior to these. Well, I guess that is the type. That's not the unique ID. Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. Okay, so if type payloads, where was I? ID string or type action string. So yeah, we're just type checking, getting the ID. Only allow interaction with actual parts models that have a position. Okay, that's interesting. So we're making sure that this thing that we get is a base part. Now, I don't really know what the significance of base part is, but I have seen that that's required for something, like with a tool. You have to have a base part for a tool to make certain things work. That's something I should look up. So, is a base part, and it's an instance, or a valid instance, or, oh no, maybe it was primary part. I forget. Yeah, maybe it was one of those two. I know there's one you could set. Actually, I'm gonna look right now. I think I know there's one you could set because I have it set on the damn tool. I have it on the trees too. I'm gonna look right now. It's in my server storage, in my prefabs. I got my tree. Let's check my tree, and it was it in here? I know you're somewhere. Where the fuck are you? Part. No. Is it the model? Oh yeah, primary part right there. So yeah, you literally, like, you click this and you have to assign it to something, and so it's like for a given model you have like some distinct primary part. So I guess what's confusing to me is it just feels like it's your core piece or something is what it sounds like. But I think it's interesting that we're expecting that as a must-have in that file I just forgot about. Oh no, I was looking at the this. So why do you need a primary part? Why is that necessary? Oh, I guess we're looking for the root. Okay, I get that. So maybe that's just always an expected convention that you have that assigned. That does seem to have been the case so far, so alright, I can walk with that. It's a range check, obviously. I don't need to read that. So, checking the handler. So what are we using the unique key for? The interact key. Because we have a this payload.id. What is this ID the item ID or the interact ID? Because we already know what the action is. So why do we need an interact ID? Oh, and it goes by ID, which okay, yeah, that's supposedly the interact ID. Do we not have just a more general ID we could use for that? Why does it have to be a special ID? Because we have item ID, right? Why not just use item ID? See, add items request. Yeah, we literally like. Oh no! Oh, that's a different. That's right. That's it's a bad name. It's item type, or like it's resource type. That's really what that should be called. I don't know why they chose item ID. That is not how I have that. It better not be how I have that named. Where's that inventory service? Get over here. Add request. Oh my god. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's not what I wanted that to say. Well, we're gonna change that right now because it's really it's the item type, not the item ID. Damn, just give me all these. Can this thing? I mean, search. Okay, you can handle it. All right, great. I'm a little afraid to do item ID, just all on its own. In case we got 11, I can manually do 11. That's fine. I just don't want to hit something unintentionally. Okay. Headset died. Or turned itself off. Item ID. Items, item ID, add type. Okay. 'Cause, I mean, it's a key, right? It's the key. It's an enum. That's what it is. And an enum is just an arbitrary type that represents a unique value. We should call it type or something that's not ID. It's not an ID. It's a type. Whoops! I just. All right, that should take care of that. Well, that was embarrassing. I'm just gonna pretend like that never happened. To be fair, and this is a bad excuse, but I probably copy-pasted that function signature from the AI. I know you're not supposed to do that. I know, and I read them. I do, and I wrote that. I wrote most of this file. I mean, it kind of had the rough stubs, but like I just went back and wrote it myself because a lot of what it said was dumb. But I probably left that parameter the same and just, to be honest, it was my first service in Roblox Studio, so we're just gonna chalk that up to, I was learning and wasn't paying attention to the names. So, all right, back to brass tacks here. Let's see. So we don't have some other ID we're passing, but we should have. Do these things have IDs? Just models in general? I'm gonna ask it that. Like, I'm gonna bitch about this. Let's see, we're using this interact ID. Interaction is one form of behavior. Let's say interactable behavior. We could have different behaviors that come into play later. Is there a reason why an interact ID makes sense later? It has me thinking, if we followed the pattern of having an ID for behaviors, we'll have multiple unique identifiers that have no other purpose. Is there not our interact ID a pattern or best practice in some way? If so, why? If not, is there not an existing ID for an instance? Could be utilized that doesn't require generating random it could be utilized, or a more general ID you could generate that extends beyond the usefulness of interaction. See what you think of that. might be a little upset. I'm not saying anything yet. Just checking the bunnies. Hey, still got Fritz in there. So Fritz, I see your... Man, let me get your little bunny. I want to do something to him. I don't know what I want to do to him, but I want to do something. I wonder how far I can slingshot you. Can I like multi-slingshot? No. I didn't think that was gonna work, to be honest. Let's see. Is that been fun? No, I don't want to get distracted. I'm not. Nice try distracting me. Good try. You failed, Fritz. This AI is still upset about what I said because it's not responding to me. It's literally just not doing anything. Refresh. Did you respond? And I just wasn't here for that. It just never responded. Okay, I'm gonna paste it again. Okay, it's actually thinking this time. Let me check on my iPad because it's not where that's going. And let's see my YouTube chat. Looking. We got us a 1 view on YouTube. Nice. Big. Big good. Okay, we got an answer. Great. You don't have to invent an interact ID for basic interactions. Yeah, I didn't think so. Roblox can send the instance itself across a remote event, and that's perfectly normal. The ID pattern is useful when you need durability, item potency, or cross-system references, but it's not required for a simple pickup. No, I mean, like, I don't have a problem with the ID. It's just like it's having this unique ID for this specific behavior. What exists already and what doesn't? So you can send instances over remotes. The object is replicated. The server receives a reference to the same instance. This is common and fast. There's no stable build. I don't like sending the whole instance over. I don't think it's necessary, but... Okay, it's fine if it doesn't have an ID, but then maybe we just create one. Attribute to your friend for attaching metadata, like item type, count. 2 good patterns. Pass the instance directly. Simple and standard. If not instance or... Okay, so we just literally... We have the instance and we're just inspecting it. That feels a little... Feels a little heavy. So local action, let's get action, pickup. Alright, pros, no registry to maintain, few moving parts. Can't afford the object later if it's destroyed, no built-in item potency. Give gameplay entities a general, yeah, that's what, this is what I was thinking. If you anticipate persistence, and yeah, which we absolutely do, 100%, we want this. Cross system, yeah, of course. We're not going to pass around a whole fucking model. Like, it's stupid. Assign a GUID once and serve as an attribute. Use it across all systems. Yep, that's the answer right there. That's all I needed to know. Is like, is there a reason why we're doing this separately? This is why you can't trust AI, man. It's like, if you're just writing code like this, you're just like, hey, you know, what's the solution? It's like, oh, you know, use this ID for this and this specific thing. Like, honestly, I would say about 60% of what it generates is useless. Like this is useless. I don't think this is needed at all. This having to check if descendant of workspace, like, no, I'm just gonna like I'm going to validate this in a different way. I'm not going to check and see if it's a descendant of the workspace. I'm going to check and see, some server-side validation thing that's somewhere else. Like, yeah, we need to check and see if it has a tag. We don't need to get the root parts. Okay, we got to check the range, sure, but what it was doing other dumb shit, though. What else was it? Like, oh, yeah, these methods. Like, find best interactive. Oh, I don't even remember looking at. Whoa, I don't remember looking at this. That's a different one. Yeah, like this. Like, this is the kind of like this should be somewhere else. Like, this is like you do this one time, and then this is a helper method. Like, do we really need to be pulling this? I feel like it makes this method every time it gives me a function. Like, this one's okay, I guess. Again, helper function. I would not call it too far. This is a bad pattern. I don't feel like you should have just like in just a dictionary of handlers. I mean, there's a reason why we have an event-driven system here. Like, set up an event for this and just listen for the event. Why are we storing a handler locally? Why don't we just have an event we listen for, and then we check the parameters to see if, if we have something for that. So okay, let's get back to this entity ID bullshit. Okay, I got a little lost. Scroll to the bottom. Where's the last thing? Okay, there we go. Right, so that's the instance thing. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, I wonder why it's HTTP service. It's weird that you rely on that to generate GUIDs. Usually it's like not just a built-in thing, or like, if anything, maybe like a crypto service or something. I mean, I guess a GUID is just a GUID, so it's not like that big a deal, but so we get the HTTP service is the one. So I'm trying. I wonder if the persistence layer has a specific identity that assigns objects. I don't know. So ensure entity ID. So if type of ID string. Okay, so I mean, see, like, this is, to me, I don't like this either. Like, if we're writing code that's gonna, work with instances, I don't feel like we should assign these at creation. This is not something that I would expect to just like, I don't know, maybe it's okay. I don't really know. I don't have a strong opinion on that, but I feel like, like, what if you just got passed a random ass object and it's not real? You're just gonna give it an ID, and I guess you can, get validated in other ways. Maybe it's not a big deal, but yeah, I think just assign entity IDs when you make shit. That's probably the best thing. But I mean, maybe it's hard to catch every one of those funnels, and so it's good to have, maybe as part of your pipeline, if you're going to inspect an object, like, just run it through this thing. I mean, is it really going to hurt if you attach an entity ID to things that maybe shouldn't have one? Like, let's say the client lies and sends you some object. It's fine if you just have an ID, as long as we're checking all the other stuff on the server. But that could be one point of data that tells us that something's not valid on the client, is if we didn't give it an entity with a valid ID. I don't know. I'm going to keep reading. So, wait. Register ID was destroying once. Okay, so on destroy. Yeah, get rid of the ID. Okay, I got it. So, I love this. It's just like, you know what? We're just going to have one big ass table. It's just going to have everything in it. It's everything. I do wonder if that's typical, something like this. Because I get there's a lot of limitations with this language. Or I say limitations. What I really mean is a lack of quality of life, structure, you know, type safety. It's very loose, you know, like old school JavaScript. And when I see stuff like this, you know, one big ass table for like all this, I do wonder if it's just like, well, you know, because they do it the way they do, this could totally be performant. Maybe. You know, there's some millions of objects, like maybe it's fine. I don't know. That's a big memory footprint for one variable. But the fuck do I know, man? So, alright. Client can still send the instance. Needs to want to send only an ID. I think I do just want to send an ID. Oh, so we get to like the point where we're going to do like some transactional stuff. Like if you want to handle, you know, let's say like a trade, right? Like a trade has different states. And you're going to want to make sure that everything is complete or everything is rolled back. I think for things like that, anything that like, you know, works with instances and things that are currently in memory, like live resources, you're going to want to work with identifiers, not instances. So, right, yeah, exactly, this kind of shit. They were, you know, save chest by ID. Sort of, yeah, don't give me an instance. Like that's such a bad pattern. I feel like, and shit, don't do that. Okay, so start with pattern A. Pattern A is the bad pattern. No, I don't gotta do that. Fuck that. I'm gonna make an ID. It's easy. I just need this HTTP service thing. I guess, honestly, you know, I didn't think about this, but like, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of like, I'm not sure how, because if you handcraft a world, all that shit's already there. I guess, yeah, you could just put the IDs on it, or like loop through. You'd do some process to make sure like everything has an ID. You could do that, but you could miss something. So maybe I will do this, and then anytime I'm dealing with an instance, I'll just give it an ID if it doesn't have one. Start with that and see how it goes. But I'm not putting it inside of this file. Not a damn chance. So interaction types, I'm gonna do it in a completely separate thing. I'm gonna call this identity manager, identity service. Managers involve state. We don't like that, even though this technically will have state. It's gonna have some big ass thing. So identity service. What are we gonna have? So what are things we're gonna do here? We're gonna have, I don't like the word ensure. I don't think that was a good name. I have to call it validate identifier. But are we validating? You know, what we could say it is we're basically reading the identifier. modifier. For instance, oh yeah, what do I need for instance? What did it pull in for that? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna need that, but okay, I guess it's just the type I have. It's just global type. Yes. Oh, right. I always forget it. Has the damn self-referential. Wait, what is this playing? Did I do that wrong? Oh, I declared it local, that's why. Oops. Still getting my syntax ironed out. So what else? What else we need to do with this bitch? Is there anything else? Oh yeah, we're gonna need a local, I guess, record of these. We will do that, so any map. Yeah, sure. So be a string to a, I don't want to say any. I guess we are talking about instances here, right? But I don't want to keep a reference to the instance. That seems unnecessary. How did they do it again? No, they did. Of course they did. That doesn't mean shit. I mean, what else is it if not just the instance? I mean, it has no other form of identity, so that is its own representation. So I suppose that's what we're forced to work with. Okay. Okay, for now at least. So if not identity map how do you get an attribute again? I don't know the damn. There we go. ID, entity ID. So instance, get attribute entity ID, and if not entity ID, and not identity map. Okay. Then turns. So, well, no, you know, we should split these up. Let's just make it obvious. So if not entity ID, keep trying to do it the way I'm used to in Swift. Then assignment ID. In which case, this variable will be set, which means we will be guaranteed to have a value here now, a valid value. So if not the ID, then That's the only case where we need to do something. Do we need to check in there? Yeah, if it is in there, it's by reference, so I don't think we need to overwrite it. But then there's like this weird thing of like, it's client server, but it's kind of shared, like, do they have the same reference? It's probably better to just overwrite it just in case. Not entirely sure. But I do know no matter what, like, why wouldn't I ever, like, why wouldn't I just always write it in? Because now I'm guaranteed to have it, so I'm just going to make sure it's in there. New map entity ID equals instance, and then I can just return this entity ID. And what's that HTTP shit? How did that work? Wait, what's this? Generate? What? I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, this. I wonder if I need to do this. It seems like it's unrelated to what we're doing here, but it would clean that up. I do like cleanup. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's bring these in here so I can look at these two lines. These I need. Actually, I don't need to set this yet because I can just do that and then I can set it here every time just to make it explicit. And what was the other thing? Oh, right, this thing. So here's the thing, is like, is this the place for it though? Oh, whoops. I hate when I do that. I feel like I certainly don't want this getting called multiple times. I don't know if this overwrites that method or not. I mean, these are just little bitty things that I just don't know a lot about, but I'm not trying to get this hook set up more than once. So let's see. I think that if there is not an entity ID, then we'll do it. How about that? Let's try it once. Map entity ID. Yeah, okay. Okay. And I need to come back and validate if this probably makes sense. So we need to go here. Could be life cycle thing that triggers. I mean, we could do this later, right? Like, we could just be like, hey, when we lose an instance or something on the client side, we just fire a cleanup. But could be extra work. Maybe it's not necessary. So it's something to be aware of. So we have our identity. All right, let's go back to where we were here. Find by ID. I'm not writing that. It's just unnecessary. Or maybe it's not. I'm getting the ID. Right? So I'm literally passing the instance to get the identifier. So why not let me get the instance? Why not let me do the reverse? Yeah, she'll let you do the reverse. That's fine. Get instance with identifier string optional instance. Return map identifier. I mean, it's gonna be. It'll just be no. I don't have to. That's it. That's fucking it. It's fine. Okay, so we got our ID now. Now let's walk this back and take a peek at. What's that other one? I was doing some more. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's what I want to take a peek at. So what else were we doing? We're checking some range stuff and handlers. So when spawning a drop, register it. You create logs on the ground. Right, this makes sense. So whenever I'm chopping the tree, I obviously have to create the model and stuff in place. I have my prefabs at the point where I make the prefabs. I should be setting those attributes. That is very sensible. Pretty straightforward there. Service register drop. And when I register the drop, what's it going to do? So I register the drop. And it's going to go up to the server. And it's going to get a good old ID. It's going to be nice. It's going to get a nice ID. And my brain just died. Let's get an ID, and then we're going to. We still haven't seen any validation yet on the server side. But it would get an ID, and then we would use that ID and inspect its other attributes to check for the action name and all that shit, whatever its other parameters are. We have a handler for the type of action, so we check to see if there was a match for that. If so, then we can run whatever that method is, which inside of our pickup handler would be calling inventory stuff. So okay, yep, that loop makes sense to me. Okay, so this is client side. So let's see how we're doing this here. World space highlights plus on-screen hand. Okay, this is just actually creating the highlights and a prompt. This is the most interesting method to me. So find best internet is probably the every frame thing. So we're gonna camera viewport point to array. Okay, so that's in the center. So we're alright, drawing a line out. That just filters the body out. Array that direction. Those hundreds. So we're just looking to see if there's anything in front of us. I mean, that's it. Then we're gonna get a reference to whatever that is, and that's gonna be what we pass back to the server. So while inst is not equal to workspace if collection service Okay, okay. So the collection service is used to do shit like check for tag. Okay. So it has tag instance tag then return instance. Wait, why instance equals nstop parent? I don't know on that one. Okay, run service, not render this. Okay, so this is just for each frame. Yeah, find best interactable. If the instance is not focused, then we're gonna enable highlight that enable equals false, hide prompt, focus. Okay, so we're shutting all that off. And if it belongs to the workspace, it has a valid ID, then we're gonna point all that shit to this. And we're gonna get us like a little prompt and stuff. So yeah, you definitely need to write that better. But yeah, I get it. So basically, we got this right here is the main thing. This part we need, and so I'll just drop that inside my inventory controller. This we care about. It's the run service. We care about these two. And this I do care about because I don't know. This is Roblox shit, right? Like I just don't know. So these I will snag for the moment at least, and I'm gonna comment them because I don't want to. I'm probably gonna come back to this tomorrow and like read up on each of these. I'm just gonna comment those out. Just those to reference. I'm not taking any of that. Show prompt, hide prompt, get interact ID, find best interactable. This I might refactor a little bit. I mean, this could be useful for a lot of. Like, this is not just best interactable. This is like find what's in front of me. Like, yeah, okay. There's a lot of things we could use for that. So this might go into a utility method. So I'm going to snag this, and it needs to be cleaned up too. So I'll snag this, and I'm just going to, down here, say, for utility method, I'm finding what's in front of you. I'll come back and I'll do that. Wait, there we go. Because I'm about to call it for the night. I think that's a good spot, because then I can just drop right back in and I can just work on my implementation of this. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm getting tired though, so I think I'm a bounce, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll hit you guys up in the next one. See ya.